Good afternoon, Yenna Yanarowski here on the channel that is Yenna Yanarowski. Um, I just wanted to share with you a story that happened to me this morning. Well, an incident actually that happened. It was really, really cool. We were just chilling out. We had a sleepover in the lounge tonight, living up the lockdown. Oh yeah. So the kids, me, Pip, and I just kicked out down in the lounge after watching Spider-Verse, which was absolutely brilliant. And we've seen it before, but it's good when you rewatch a film, isn't it? It's like, it's amazing. That's why it's so good. And you pick up on things that you hadn't seen before, and you're like, oh wow, that's amazing. But the thing that really got me about it was just waking up next to the kids. That was pretty cool. I loved that. That was great fun. One funny thing that really was pretty... I thought Ruben was awake a bit and he was sleeping on the sofa. And then literally, I turned to my left. I'm on the floor with Alexa. And you just hear this thud. Ruben just fell out off the sofa. And he kind of but he was still asleep. And looked round, and he just got up and went and jumped back on within a split second. He fell off and then just jumped back onto the sofa and was like sleep again. I'm like, how did you do that? That's amazing. Fall out of your bed and then just jump back in and go back to sleep. Oh well. And I was just that made me chuckle. But that wasn't my story. Story's going to share today was the kids were on. It was my turn to so I let them go on their tablets. They didn't play games. They were watching. Well, Ruben was watching Spider-Verse again because he remembered how good it was. What were you watching, Alexa?
Waffle Doggy.
Waffle the dog, yeah?
Yeah.
Waffle Doggy. Waffle Doggy. Yeah, it's really good. So they were on there, and then I was kind of chilling out watching the Donut Channel, which isn't about donuts. It's a car kind of thing, and they got seven. They do seven different channels over 7 days, and it's really cool. It's funny. It's got a funny American guy on there. He's very, very funny, and it's anyway. So I was watching those videos, and then but I had one ear kind of just listening. You know, that's as a parent, you have to be able to check what your children are doing. So you have one headphone out because you care. And then there was this massive kind of like that bang at the window, and I was just I was like what's that? So I got up, had a look, and then this bird kind of I think it was a sparrow, and it was just lied kind of like Sparko, just like that, and I was like, and legs up in the air, everything, you know, Tweety by like that, and I was just like, oh no. My first thought was like, how do I deal with this situation without alarming the children? Gonna have to deal with a dead bird. That's not fun, you know. Hey kids, look at that, it's dead. And it looked really dead. It was just out like that. So I went and got some gloves, and I thought they got the headphones on, so it's all good. I was able to. They didn't hear the bang. They didn't think so. I went out and had a look, and then picked the bird up. So I picked this bird up very gently. Okay, it wasn't big enough to contemplate eating, so it's not worth it. And so I picked it up, and I was just like, oh dude, and then it started wriggling, and I was like, whoa, that's really cool. And I just kind of gave it a bit of warmth. A bit chilly outside, a bit chilly. A bit of warmth. Like that. And then, I don't know whether my breath, just the bird comes alive. But the bird came alive. And then it just kind of hopped onto its feet, onto my hand. And then hopped onto the plant pot next to me and just chilled out there for a bit. Looking a bit kind of dazed. Obviously, it had smacked itself full pelt into the patio door. And but I was just like, oh, I've got to get the kids, because I thought this bird was dead. By all appearances, this bird looked dead. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to have to deal with this. And I had to get Zach. Obviously, we got border collie Zach, and if anything comes into our garden that he deems that doesn't belong in this garden, he will chase it. And so I didn't want that to happen. So I put him in the kitchen, and so I then went and got the kids. And went, kids, come, look, and showed them that. And this bird was still on the plant box, and then it flew off, and it flew under the gate of the thing. And I thought, all right, let's go check it. So we kind of like checked that the bird had flown off. We checked around the car and our driveway area, and it had flown away. And I was just like, how cool is that? This. The fact that bang, this bird's just got into a window, really sad. I thought, oh no, here we go. I'm gonna have to do an animal funeral or something for the kids to say goodbye, but I didn't, and so I was so happy, and I just yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah. Well, see, I got to tell you another story now about another situation that happened that maybe wasn't so. Didn't have such a good ending, and this was I was driving my wife's car at the time, and this was BC before kids, and before children, BC, and I was driving kind of like I think, where was I driving? And over
to a camp.
Kind of Devizes way, driving back, and I was driving Pip's car. She had a burgundy Clio at the time, 1.4. It was really tiny little car, great fun. And I had the window down, and as I was driving, Pip's in the passenger seat, driving along, and then as I was driving, a smaller bird than what was their thing, tiny little thing, and it flew into my head, and I mean, like, it literally flew through the car window. It was open, so it didn't smash through the window, but it went through my window and smacked me in the head. And I mean, it proper hit me in the head to the point where I was like, ow! And I'm still driving here at like 40 or something. And I'm like, ow! And Pip's like, what's the matter? I'm like, there's a bird, and it just hit me in the head, and now it's by the handbrake. And there's a bird. And she's like, there's a bird! And we're like, oh no. And then kind of like we pulled over, and I picked up this bird, and the bird's beak has broken, and it is dead. I mean, this bird is dead. And I had this real strange feeling of guilt. You know what I mean? All I was doing was driving my car, and it flew into my head. And it's like, oh man, I have Glaswegian kissed a bird, and it died. But I didn't know, I promise you. So for me, I feel that we've gone full circle now, that my head may have killed a bird many years ago before my children, but now these hands, they're not made for killing, they're made for life. And so this bird that hit our patio window, obviously a patio window is not as hard as my head, so that's really good to know and important information to share, I feel. Yes. What's that?
We watched Diary of the Wimpy Kid too.
We did, didn't we? Roderick Rules, didn't we? Watched that this morning. Yeah, that was good. What's your favourite bit of that film?
The foot.
The foot. Is that your favourite bit, Ruben?
The foot.
What's your favourite bit?
The hand in a different story.
The what?
The party.
The party.
Oh, yeah.
When the guys have a party, that's cool.
And when they like lie, and then they have to go to the grandpa. And also in the other movie, and Greg has to walk around in his like pants, and in this movie he has to walk around in his pants.
Oh, my favourite bit of Roderick Rules is the mum dance during the gig.
Oh yeah.
So Loaded Diaper is are playing at this talent show, and the mum is dancing on the side, like kind of like on the stage, cheering her. like what? Yeah, just like that. What is it like, Ruben? Can you show me? Ruben has hidden in the curtain. It is proper cringeworthy. Thoroughly recommend that movie. Really good book as well, obviously. But just want to give a shout out to you guys. Don't always judge things by appearances, don't always think something is on that. As I stop a flying object towards my head again. It's not a bird, no! But don't... What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say sometimes things look hopeless, but actually there is hope. And so whatever situation you're facing today, may you know that you can have hope in Jesus. And yeah, rely on him. Peace out, guys. See you later. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Bye. Oh, bye.